Vegan, cause we use our better judgment to save the planet.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Supreme Master Qinghai thankfully presents the Shiny World Compassion Award to Backpacks for the Street, plus a humble, loving contribution of $10,000 to support this benevolent endeavor. With all love, gratitude, and best wishes in heaven's grace. Please continue watching to find out more.
Brilliant viewers, I am Naseem. If you ever visit the Republic of Yemen, the amiable people might say, Kaifa haluk, which means, how are you in Arabic, the nation's official language. The honorable citizens of Yemen wish that wherever you live, you always find harmony and balance. Welcome to our show titled Backpacks for the Street, Bringing Hope to the Homeless. In today's episode, we will travel to New York City in the United States of America, where we will meet a couple who has been giving out backpacks filled with hope and care to thousands of homeless people. New York is the most populous city in the United States, with a population of over 8.4 million. It is well known for historical gems such as the Statue of Liberty, Central Park, the Empire State Building, Times Square, the Brooklyn Bridge, and many more. As the epicenter of fashion, arts, entertainment, cuisine, architecture, and finance, it has its own unique, vibrant culture and vibe. However, not everyone is fortunate enough to successfully integrate into this city's thriving economy. During the COVID-19 pandemic, homelessness has reached an all-time high, despite the fact that the city allocated hotel rooms and other accommodations to the unsheltered. This overwhelming number is due to unemployment amid restrictions on businesses during lockdowns, a rise in domestic abuse and substance addiction rates, and unstable housing conditions. In December 2020, there were 56,849 homeless men, women, and children in New York City. This is about 14% of all homeless people in America. Many are using the municipal shelter system, but thousands still live on the streets without adequate protection from the elements. The vulnerable homeless are often ignored. In addition to struggling to survive in harsh conditions, such as sleeping outside on a freezing night, they are constantly worried about where their next meal will come from, how to stay safe, or even where to find a bathroom. Thankfully, there are many good-hearted people and charitable organizations whose mission is to comfort these souls, help them to feel noticed, and bring them love and happiness through material and emotional help. One such entity is Backpacks for the Street. Backpacks for the Street was founded in February 2018 by the couple Jeffrey Newman and Jason Connor. Jeffrey Newman is a former journalist who moved to New York in 1997 when he took a job as a senior editor with abcnews.com and thestreet.com. A year later, he left his journalism career to launch a Wall Street-based financial website for the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender market. Many recognize him for doing the first ever live streaming of a gay wedding, which went viral. Jeffrey Newman met his partner Jason Connor in 2004. At the time, Jason was homeless, an experience that led him and Jeffrey to become longtime advocates for homeless people. Jason recalls this time without housing as soul-crushing, saying, "You never know where you'll find respite day after day, or if you'll eat or find warmth. One time I fell asleep in the park and woke up to find my belongings stolen." He shared with the media, "It's a humiliating way to live. I used to steal clothing from laundry rooms just to have clothes to wear." In an interview with NBC News, Jason said that the sixth sense he acquired from this time makes him an empath, When I'm walking around the city, I can feel people's energies. For a decade and a half, Jeffrey and Jason spend much of their time working at New York City soup kitchens and food pantries to help feed the homeless. From 2008 to 2018, Jason also took a leadership role with the Greenpoint Hunger Program, after which he and Jeffrey launched Together Helping Others Inc. and its Backpacks for the Street program. Jeffrey says, "This is about hope. This is about showing people who feel invisible and forgotten about that they matter and that someone cares." We will now pause for a constructive message. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Vegan, cause we have to use our positive side. Welcome back to Backpacks for the Street, bringing hope to the homeless on Supreme Master Television. Jason and Jeffrey started Backpacks for the Street as the first project for Together Helping Others, a non-profit organization they were in the process of setting up. While Together Helping Others is intended to provide solutions to help people get off the street and end homelessness, Backpacks for the Street provides immediate help, including moral support. Jason recalls, "It can be very lonely living on the street. Many of the homeless are grateful that someone sees them as a person and treats them as if they matter." The first Backpacks for the Street event took place in March 2018. This outreach effort, which was funded within 72 hours, resulted in the distribution of 75 backpacks filled with daily necessities. Before the pandemic, Jeffrey and Jason, along with a team of 10 volunteers, were able to distribute 30 backpacks a day. Each durable and weather-resistant backpack is filled with 45 to 50 good quality necessities depending on the season, such as socks, t-shirts, toiletries, personal hygiene products, hand warmers and first aid and sewing kits, as well as dozens of food items. Each team member does this work out of generosity and a deep feeling of compassion. At its heart, the purpose is to treat the people they help with love and respect. They take the time to talk and exchange smiles with them. Initially, the plan was to distribute the backpacks on a quarterly basis, but it was so clear that the project was making a difference in many lives that the couple decided to do it daily throughout the year. After the COVID-19 pandemic began, their work increased and certain adjustments had to be made. Concerned that the homeless do not have enough masks and have to reuse dirty ones for days, Jason and Jeffrey now include masks in their packages. Sanitizers, gloves, and other pandemic supplies are also added to the backpacks. To help even further, the team focuses on informing individuals on how to stay safe and protect themselves from the coronavirus. In one of his interviews with the media, Mr. Newman said that the project needed to quadruple the number of backpacks compared to the number they used to distribute. Mr. Newman and Mr. Connor, together with only 4 volunteers instead of the usual 10 due to the pandemic restrictions, managed to pass out more than 10,000 backpacks, almost 760 liters of sanitizer, and 18,000 masks from March to November 2020. "I feel like we're working 10 times as much as we did before," Mr. Newman shared. "We're very happy to be doing it. It's a labor of love." On one day, the group walked nearly 180 kilometers over the span of 16 hours to find those in need. They sometimes also must drive long distances to reach as many people as they can. Mr. Newman, Mr. Connor, and the volunteer team bring not only physical comfort to the homeless, but they also touch their hearts by showing them that they are acknowledged, cared for, and loved. It is very common for the team members to hear that their gesture brightened someone's day. In an interview with NBC News, Mr. Newman said, "For the people out on the street, the biggest thing when you talk to people out there is that they feel invisible and they feel like nobody sees them as a human being. The thing about a backpack is that it gives people hope. It says, 'Hey, we see you and you matter.'" The Buddha said, "Set your heart on doing good. Do it over and over again and you will be filled with joy. The Backpacks for the Street team have proven to themselves that this is true. Mr. Connor observes, the euphoria feeling that I get when I see people, the reaction of helping them. It's really cool, and I just think it's amazing when I can cheer somebody up. We would like to send our gratitude to Mr. Newman, Mr. Connor, and the rest of the Backpacks for the Street volunteers for their unwavering determination to bring dignity and comfort to thousands of homeless people who live on the streets of New York. May you be blessed by the divine. Supreme Master Ching Hai thankfully present the Shining World Compassion Award to Backpacks for the Street, plus a humble, loving contribution of $10,000 to support this benevolent endeavor with all love, gratitude, and best wishes in Heaven's grace. Supreme Master Ching Hai is deeply grateful to the beloved God for all the financial help, comfort, and support to the afflicted and needy and/or any good cause over the years, as a humble vessel for Here's compassion and love toward Here's precious children. To learn more about Backpacks for the Street, please visit the following websites: backpacksforthestreet.org, Facebook at Backpacks for the Street. Benevolent viewers, thank you for being with us for our program. Coming up next is Master's Good Affinity with Sentient Beings, Part 1 of 6, on Between Master and Disciples. May your days be full of wonder and gratitude. Vegan, 'cause we want to show our children what a grown-up is like.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/GPGW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/GPGW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule и suprememastertv.com/GPGW.
Нашите предавания предлагат много езици. Моля вижте suprememastertv.com/schedule и suprememastertv.com/GPGW.